Do you find yourself saying any of these 4 things that might be impeding your success or stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur? Tune in. Let's talk about them. Number 1, my business would grow, my income would grow, my chances at entrepreneurship would grow, my success would grow if I just had less distractions. While this is a great idea on the surface, let's face it, life is never going to be less distracting. So what we really need to do is figure out what it is that we're trying to accomplish and really connect to that reason as to why it's important to us to accomplish that thing. Whether that's within your current job or whether that's with becoming an entrepreneur or starting your own business. But to keep saying that there's too many distractions right now, that's never going to change because life is always distracting. There's always lots of new things happening. So it's more of a matter of, is it important right now for you to actually accomplish? And another key thing is maybe those distractions right now for you are more important than your big goal or dream. And that's okay too. Maybe it's your family, your kids, a sick relative. There's things that are much, much more important than becoming a professional hustler and making tons of money. Number 2, I'll set big goals and big dreams and write them down when I think I actually have a chance at achieving them. Sounds like a great idea on the surface once again, but let's take that a level bit deeper, right? We don't want to think about what we could accomplish in life because of our highlight reel of failures that plays every single time that we think about all the things that we've done poorly. So because of that, we say, screw it, I'm not going to set any big goals because every time I do, I fall back on them. I don't want to set a goal to lose weight because every time I lose weight, I wind up gaining that weight again. I don't want to set a goal to start a business because the last 3 businesses that I started failed. Well, if all we do is base our goals and the size of our goals based off of the past successes or failures of our life, then how on earth would we ever get any further ahead than what we are currently doing in life? So we gotta think to ourselves, maybe we should be setting goals for where we want to be heading. Isn't that kind of the purpose of the goal? And while the thoughts of the things that we failed at in the past are going to play over and over, it doesn't mean we need to listen to them. And in fact, we can probably be thankful for those lessons, but then we just need to move on, right? Because life's never going to get more distracting. And guess what? Part of success is failing a whole lot. But it's really a matter of how you deal with that failure. Number 3, I'll start talking about my goals and dreams and my success in building a business around my knowledge when less people are. So let's take for a minute. Imagine if that was my theory on life and I said, boy, I'm not going to talk about how to overcome long seasons of challenge and setback, and I'm not going to talk about how to become an entrepreneur, and I'm not going to teach people how to start their own social media agency because, geez, well, there's a ton of people doing that. Look at all the people out there that are doing it. Believe me, there is a ton of people doing exactly what I do, and there's a ton of people doing it much better than I do. But guess what? It doesn't slow me down. The world is huge. There's tons of opportunity for all of us. So if you need to, maybe what you gotta do is stop watching all these gurus that intimidate you and make you feel like you're not worthy of teaching your knowledge and your truth, because the simple fact is there's actually somebody out there that needs to hear your story. And if you wait around for all these other people just to disappear because the market's too cloudy, guess what's gonna happen? The only thing that's gonna disappear is your motivation and your dream to pursue that thing that has to do with your niche and your audience and your belief system. So don't wait for the competition to disappear. Pool is big enough, jump in. The 4th big lie I see people telling themselves a whole lot, whether they're very successful in business or successful as an entrepreneur or successful as an employee, is I'll call my parents tomorrow. So here's the deal. They're gonna die at some point, right? You're chilling here right now on YouTube watching me speak thinking, yeah man, I don't want to call my parents right now, like I just talked with them a month ago. If you're one of these people, pick up the phone and call, say hello. And someday you're gonna say, man, I wish I had more time with my parents. So if you are fortunate enough to have your mom or dad or your aunt or uncle, whoever that parental figure is in your life, invest some time in it. And if you're like, man, I don't want to talk to them because they don't call me or they don't put in the effort on their end. Hey, guess what, Captain? Maybe it's your time to be the captain now. Maybe it's your time to take control and say, this relationship's really important to me. And the fact that it hurts my feelings, the fact that they don't want to put in the effort to have a relationship with me, maybe it's worth it if I put in the effort to have a relationship with them. And hopefully someday they'll find the motivation because of this connection we're building for us to have something where it's kind of together. We're both putting in effort, but I need to fully accept the fact that some people aren't going to ever do that, including our parents, including our aunts or uncles, including our grandparents, including that very person who you really want to have a relationship with and you really wish they'd call. Since they don't, then you kind of say, I'm not going to call them either, or text them, or send them a letter, or whatever it is you need to do. That could just be a sign that maybe you should put in more effort on your end. Not easy, not fair, but guess what? Neither is life. Thanks for tuning in. If this was helpful, I hope you subscribe and share this with a friend. If you're a podcast listener today, then you are listening to the audio version of the Business Marketing Finding Life's Balance YouTube channel. Come on over and find me. I am David Pride. And thank you for subscribing. Please like, comment below. Let me know. Do you tell any of these 4 lies to yourself? Are you checking in with the people you love? And as always, if you have a question about marketing, business, or finding balance, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do a video just for you. Catch you next time.